Hi, Cam.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good today. How are you?
I'm very good. Today I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
To start off, you've told me that you struggle with anxiety. Now, when did you first learn that you had issues with anxiety disorder?
The first instances of anxiety that I can recall are from when I was 9, when I was in the 4th grade. Very often, it's not an instance like you would go through, like there's a day that you could mark in your memory. It'll be an episode of several days or a few weeks or even a month or more where you'll just experience sensations of panic or depression or some kind of unexplainable, irrational fear. But I would say there were a number of those episodes that I can recall from my childhood and early teenage years. The best way that I can describe anxiety, because really there's two stages of it. There are panic attacks, which are episodes of intense panic, and then there's just general anxiety. And panic attacks feel like you're being separated from your body almost. Every time I've ever had a panic attack, my vision has sort of started to close in on me. I've experienced disruptions in my hearing, sort of a warping kind of auditory disruption. I think the first time that I learned that it was an anxiety disorder was my winter of my freshman year of college, so winter of 2015.
Have those caused any roadblocks for friendships or relationships that you've had over the years?
They actually definitely have. My social life is the one sphere of my life where anxiety has caused me the most difficulties. I experience a lot of panic and social anxiety, thinking about relationships with other people or thinking about the future, and sometimes that causes me to want to isolate myself because it makes me feel safer and less vulnerable, even though I know that's not really a healthy way to address it. It's kind of a twin-edged sword, because with some people and in some relationships, it's just not what they want to deal with, because an anxiety disorder in a relationship simply isn't compatible with every relationship that you get into. On the flip side of that, I experience a lot more anxiety because of the awareness of how the disorder makes me behave sometimes, and I know that that can place a lot of stress on a relationship. And so for that reason, I tend to want to close off sometimes, because I'm afraid of being vulnerable and of my anxiety-induced behavior being disruptive to relationships. And so it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy sometimes, a little bit.
In what ways could you advise people close to you to help you in times of panic or anxiety?
In a situation where I'm having a panic attack, the most important thing is for you not to be freaked out by the fact that I'm having a panic attack, because I need somebody to remain calm while I'm dissociating. The most helpful thing is for my support system members to reassure me that they're still on my team no matter what, and then to listen to me if I have something I need to talk through, because I find that talking through it sometimes helps me to process whatever I'm dealing with.
Are there any closing statements or pieces of advice that you would like to give anyone who also struggles with anxiety?
Well, while I've been here at Lee, I've started going to the Counseling Center, which is an amazing resource. And if anybody is struggling with anxiety or depression or any other sort of mental health disorder, I would highly recommend seeking counseling, as it is free and they genuinely care about your well-being and helping you get to a healthier place mentally. Second of all, know that if you have anxiety, I am on your team and I'm praying for you, because I know what it's like to struggle, And I know that sometimes it feels like you're in a very dark tunnel that you won't ever get out of, but you will. And there's a light on the other side.
Thank you for answering my questions.
You're welcome.